So this is Code Tower. It's a game that I made for Ludum Dare. No one seems to be able to play it, so I thought I'd make a video just outlining the basics. So it uses something called Polish notation, which is a form of maths where instead of going 1 plus 1, you go plus 1 1, and that adds 1 to 1, gives you 2. Alright, so let's just get into it. Oh good. So plus plus in this case increments the value. Hopefully we'll get something that looks a bit more familiar to people. Here we go. So you got plus, a 1, and a 1. So we go plus, 1, 1, gives us 2. Let's see if we can make a few more non-zero values. Okay, so here's minus 1, 2, so that's 1 minus, negative 1 minus 2 should give us negative 3. And there it is, negative 3. So we'll keep going with that. Negative 1 minus 1 gives us negative 2. And now, so the other thing you can do is chain together these values. So we can go plus, 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 I don't know, 0. And that should do that thing to 0 4 times. And there it is, it gives us a 4. So the result always ends up in the position of your first operand, I guess. So let's make the negative 3 here. There it is. Bump that 4 up to 6. Negative, negative. Okay. So the score is based on, in this level at least, is based on the combined value of all the tiles. And in this case I've managed to get a negative 5 as the value. So arguably I'm not doing very well. But let's keep going. So if you want to switch the sign on something, there's a few ways you can do it. It's just math. So if I subtract negative 4 from 0, that'll actually give me 4. So there we go, my board value's in the black now. So you've got to be a little bit careful, because if I just add negative 5 to 6, then I'm going to end up with 1, which isn't really that good. So yeah, let's just keep going. Now you can pick any strategy you want, but I find that just increasing values, either negative or positive, and then switching the sign is much more effective than trying not to produce negative values. But you may have a different opinion on that. I don't know. Whatever works for you. It's that kind of game. So, okay, we've got some multipliers. So the game is more generous with rare, so multiply is a rare operation of things, then it's more likely to give you a multiply, which sometimes isn't that good, because here we go. So I'm gonna chain together a few things, and this is, I don't know what it's actually going to give me, but it's going to give me a big number. There you go, negative 25. We can add those together, and then we can minus it and get positive. There we go, look at that score, killing it. So that's the basics. I'm just going to go, so it just uses the browser's back and forward mechanics, which may be a bit unfamiliar to you if you're used to normal browser games, but anyway, to get back to the screen you just go back. So that's just, the first 3 levels are training levels, and then the final 3 levels are like challenge levels. So I'm just going to go straight to the last one. So we get this new operation called Tim, which actually is time. And when you call time on a number, then that number is added to your time. And the only goal with this level is to play for as long as you can. So let's get the party started. There we go. So all that for a 4 took me 10 seconds. But you can probably tell I'm not actually that good at this game. So yeah. seconds. See, again, I'm going to talk strategy. I would hold out until the absolute last minute when I'd racked up the biggest number I possibly could. To pull in my time thingies, but you know, that again is up to you. So, and I have a feeling I'm not going to actually do very well here. So, that's not a good idea. Oops. My monitor's really washed out. It's hard for me to actually see the cues. No, that did not work well at all. Okay. Just trying to get some negatives on the board, and then hopefully I can do something with those. Pressure. Oh god. I'm going to eat that 2 seconds, just so that... Okay, so I've just bought 3 seconds, which is pretty hopeless in the grand scheme of things, but that was all I had, so it would have been a pointless demonstration without doing that. So there you go, and we timed out. So, yeah, it should have been 123. The timing mechanics not perfect, so it went 122. Anyway, thanks for watching and playing, I hope, and I hope that helped clear some things up. Leave a comment if it didn't, and I'll do my best to let you know how to play. Thanks again. And how do I stop this thing?